Hello and welcome to bbcnews Desk. We are reaching you live from Nigeria's capital city, Abuja. I am Imefonokon. Some leaders and concerned stakeholders of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) have made fresh demands to be made by the party's leadership and National Working Committee ahead of the November National Convention scheduled for Ibadan. In a communique read by the former governor of Benue State, Samuel Otom, the group of former governors led by Nyesom Wike, Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, after a meeting in Abuja, warned that PDP stands at a defining crossroads where its ability to reconcile internal disputes, uphold fairness and respect constitutional processes will determine its future relevance. The former governors called on the NWC to conduct fresh, transparent and inclusive congresses in Ebonyi and Anambra State, adding that the Ekiti State Local Government Areas Congress should also be conducted immediately in obedience to the subsisting court judgments. The PDP stakeholders also agreed with the zoning committee's recommendations, which were adopted by NEC, that the status quo remains, but of the strong opinion that there should be no form of microzoning for peace and stability within the party. Meanwhile, the African Democratic Congress (ADC) in Kaduna State has taken the state police command to court, challenging their recent suspension of political gatherings. The case was filed at the Federal High Court in Kaduna, seeking a temporary injunction.
Speaking shortly after filing the case at the Federal High Court in Kaduna, counsel to the ADC, Barrister Yusuf Bello, said the suspension undermines the constitutional right to freedom of expression, assembly and association as guaranteed under Section 39 and 40 of the 1999 Constitution.
Because Nigerian police force do not have the grounds or any legal backing to suspend any political gathering from the opposition. They have 0% legal backing for this, because you cannot be threatening any venue, hotels that opposition can hire for private people, and you are threatening them that they should not give any opposition a space to hold on their meeting, which this is tarnishing our democracy, is tarnishing our rule of law, is tarnishing our constitutional freedom of speech, freedom of expression and freedom of association.
It described as unfortunate an incident over the weekend when suspected thugs stormed the party's meeting venue despite the presence of armed police officers.
Thugs interfere, and most police personnel with high number, more than 10 cars are there, but do not take any efficient action and reasonable action there. So why we filed this case here in the Federal High Court is that there is a lot of breach of fundamental human rights, and the suspension that the Nigerian police force released on their press release is unauthorized and unconstitutional.
In its suit, the ADC is asking the court to restrain the police from further interference in political activities, declare that the police lack authority to suspend political meetings, and to compel them to provide adequate security for gatherings rather than leaving citizens vulnerable to violent attacks. Abiola Alafe reporting for bbcnews.
Meanwhile, the former governor of Kaduna State, a former ally of Tinubu, urged the federal government and Kaduna State, led by Obasani, to address the issue of rising insecurity and not silence the voice of the opposition. Recall that El-Rufai had criticized Tinubu's government and the office of the National Security Advisor, led by Nuhu Ribadu, after the denied empowering bandits. However, El-Rufai, in his post shared on his X page, maintained his stance and insisted that the Nigerian government, through the office of the National Security Advisor, is paying bandits and terrorists ransom from the state's coffers. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has once again stirred controversy with his characteristic bravado, declaring that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will win the 2027 presidential election. Speaking during a recent media chat in Abuja, Wike offered to place a political bet against former Kaduna State Governor Nasiru El-Rufai over Tinubu's chances. He insisted that the president's re-election bid is already secured. We bring you details.
Wike, a chieftain of the opposition party PDP, is assuring the media of the present administration re-election in 2027.
In this one, I'll put a bet if he agrees. If Tinubu does not win this election squarely, I'll put a bet. We are also here too. So as I'm sitting down here, do I look at somebody that you come and win River State? It's not possible.
So you don't foresee a runoff?
Which runoff? With who?
Wike's remark come against the backdrop of his turbulent history with the People's Democratic Party. In the lead-up to the 2023 general elections, the former Rivers State governor spearheaded a zoning battle that splitted the PDP, a move many believe weakened the party's electoral fortunes. Ironically, the same Wike who accused PDP leaders of betraying zoning principles now openly defends the APC-led government he once opposed.
To us. Therefore, I can now run. No, it's not done that way. It's not done that way. I'm saying that, look, except somebody, and I have not seen. I have not seen who in the party. Baba said he needed, he sacrificed his ambition. Baba should know the truth now. He knows it was not going to be easy.
Wike also took shots at Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi, dismissing him as unfit for leadership.
If somebody who don't have character, Obi, that was abusing the party, that the party is rotten, is this. So the party is good enough for you to come and run for. You see, these people, ambition can make you even go to Satan's house.
Minister,
don't excuse me. Don't rush. You ask questions. So, Obi is not anybody who says so, like the Baba said, I heard him say, that is Baba's opinion. He's entitled to his opinion. But if you want to destroy the party, dare it. If you want to destroy this party, dare to bring Obi. Let even Obi come. There's nowhere he will go because of ambition. Can't we be principled? Because you are looking for president. Anybody that, if he is not available, this person costs me, this person costs me. So no more ideology, no longer principle.
On questions of loyalty and ambition, Wike insisted that he has no hidden agenda, adding that he has put aside his personal ambition. Wike said his duty is now to protect the current administration and make sure it succeeds.
Nobody should cause problem for the party. When you cause problem for the party, you now say people are behind this problem. You are the one trying to. How will anybody even contemplate?
Are you going to run since it's been zoned to the south? Are you running for presidency?
I will not run. So don't even. Let me tell you. Wait, just excuse me. So you hear it very well. You know, people have to cause confusion everywhere. I have. No, don't stop me. I have integrity. I have character. There's no way. My appointer is there. We are saying you should run. Then I'll turn around to say I want to run. What kind of, we are talking as if people who don't even have integrity. What will my children ask me?
Analysts say Wike's open endorsement of Tinubu's marks a full political shift from opposition strongman to ruling party defender. While his comments reflect loyalty, critics argue that Wike remains a calculating figure whose political ambitions may yet resurface before 2027. For now, the FCT minister continues to dominate headlines with his strong statements, unpredictable moves, and unyielding self-confidence, traits that have made him one of Nigeria's most controversial political figures. Florence Joshua reporting for Clearview News Desk.
The Nigerian government has indicated that it may move to repatriate Simon Ekpa to Nigeria once he completes his 6-year prison sentence in Finland for terrorism-related offenses. Ekpa, 40, a former municipal politician in Lati, was accused of playing a central role in advancing separatist activities linked to the agitation for Biafra. According to the court, he used social media to attain political influence and exploited internal disputes within the movement to consolidate his position. Between August 2021 and November 2024, he was said to have promoted the independence of southeastern Nigeria through illegal means. Reacting to the development, the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, confirmed that the government is considering the option of requesting Ekpa's repatriation after his jail term, adding that the Nigerian government will assess the situation and take decisions in the best interest of the country. Similarly, the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Lateef Fagbemi, said Nigeria welcomed the judgment, noting that it demonstrated Finland's cooperation in tackling insecurity linked to the country. He added that further steps, including a possible repatriation request, will be determined once the government officially reviews the court's judgment. Nigerians are raising serious concerns over the economic fallout of recent U.S. visa cancellations. Beyond the personal toll, business leaders warn their policy could derail investment and shut out Nigerian entrepreneurs from global markets. Many who had already built professional and personal roots in America now face uncertainty, with their entry refusals not even recognized by U.S. officials. Analysts say the cancellation risks straining bilateral relations, while cutting off vital trade, technology, and education opportunities for Nigeria's growing middle class. Disgruntled travelers described the experience as targeted policing or development, fueling resentment and diplomatic unease. For Nigeria, the economic cost could be steep as lost access to U.S. markets and partnerships threatens growing prospects in an already fragile economy. And that's the news. You can follow up on latest events and happenings around you via social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Cleview News Desk, or via handle on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Cleview Online. Many thanks for watching. I am Imefonokun.